Hello, I'm Ecosage here on the Sage channel, and it's actually about 2 days since I was last recording this game. Oh boy, I just loaded in, and the textures seem to have not really loaded in yet. There we go, wow. Now it looks nice. Shows how much of this is just normal maps, well done. Okie dokie, so if memory serves, well, and the loading screen, we are, oh, I didn't notice that, that's kind of beautiful. I just hope Mr. Big Angry Grumpy Robot doesn't come back to attack us from down there. But if memory serves and the loading screen, I need a Cortex chip, some goopy goop to pour into the suit, and a power cell. And I was thinking, a Cortex chip, can't we just, well, again, we only have one body, so we can't just have her, like, pull the Cortex chip and plug it into the new body. So that's unlocked now. Brilliant. And the lights are on. It looks much more inviting, doesn't it? Let's go ahead and see if our buddy's still laying on the ground out here, shall we? Wait, was it this? Not this hallway? No, it wasn't this hallway. It was another hallway. Ah! Alright, cool. Ross was his name, I think? Ross? Oh, cool, and this is active. I didn't even notice this earlier. Also, the Cortex chip, you know, since that is like what a brain is stored in, it's, you know, in the loading screen it says you need to get it from a robot. Well, did that say listen to me? The danger is there is that if we pull it from a robot, technically it's going to have its own mind possibly still in there. Really, we need one that's not been used yet. Okay, so there's where we are, I believe. Yeah? Let's see. Yeah, we just came out of infirmary into here. We're standing here. There's a door behind us, the biomechanical lab, which is locked. Well, that just says clean room. Am I getting turned around? That says laboratory. See, that's lab. Top menu, did you just say? And we could override things here. What the hell is override? Error removed and lockdown stand by for. Oh no! Okay, well. Fault location, F3 power room, cause system override, launching rerouting utility. Brilliant! Oh, we got them in a game. Reset sequence, start over. Is this where you click it and they all switch? Uh-oh. Oh, ow, I've messed that up. Let's go ahead and look at lower. So shall we try that again? Actually, no, let's go check and see if our buddy's there first. And, oh, we got something to read. Okay. Ruffy. Ruffy. Jacob Harperin. Or, Helperin. An unusual sedated... What? Oh, it's like a monkey. Ruffy. An unusually sedated orange Ruffy found, oh my god, hovering outside Omicron substation. It had a remarkable bone growth. Actually, no, it's a fish, isn't it? That seemed to interfere with its perception. Brought it inside to study it, but it stiffened and died in the process. During post-mortem study, the thing kicked back to life while being out of water. Kept swinging for a few minutes. I actually expected that to say swimming. So I returned it to an aquarium. It instantly started banging into the glass and bludgeoned itself to death before I could relocate it. Okay. Interesting bone growth, though. I mean, like, did it say it, so it was like over its eyes or something? Because it was like, interfering with its perception, I'm assuming. Shelley, dead or alive? And this is another researcher. Claudia, this one. Darby and Waldeck identified it as what was sabotaging Lumar probe at about 900 meters depth. It's a 150 centimeter long rudderfish that looks like it merged with some other kind of fish or shark. It's the freest form of mutation we've seen so far. It's clear that it's getting worse. Something is causing this, and I'm not buying the radioactive fallout nonsense that Orvari can't shut up about. I love the idea that, like, it's mutated and it keeps purposely sabotaging something, and I don't know, it's probably not linked to the WoW, it's probably just something about that thing is, like, interfering with its brain. The dead man found on the climber this morning has been identified as Johann Ross. That's the guy who was talking to us, I guess. The AI psychologist, interesting, psychologist for AI, I guess if they're based off human scans makes sense, working at Tau. I can't even begin to imagine what has happened down in the abyss, and frankly, I won't risk losing my staff by going down there to look. If the ARC team is alive, which I highly doubt, they will have to find a way to give us a sign. I'm not going down there again without good reason. Not going down there again. Well, so the ARC team, this is written after, I guess, the ARC team went down there. I'm guessing. Any more spooky dookies? Oh, that's open out. Or was that already open? Yeah, it was already open. Our buddy's still just laying here. Hey, man. How you feeling? Still pretty out of it. You're not linked into anything. You should probably come with me. That's a nasty growth there. The fact that it's all organic. It's like his intestines have spewed out almost. Ugh. So it's interesting that Ross was dead, and we're seeing like Robo Ross in here from time to time now. I've expected. Oh, there. That was Robo Ross again. So that's very odd that we're seeing him there. And he was the AI technician down there that worked with psychology of the machines. I wonder if we're going to have to trap something in that. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Okay, well, let's go down this way. It's about all we can do at this point. Oh, good. Storage room. Maybe I should have paid attention to those maps a little bit more. Also, I don't remember this window being open. Maybe when she lifted the lockdown, that's when all these windows opened up, because I really don't remember there being so many nice views. Okay, let's go back to that map thing. We'll figure ourselves out. We know that whatever... Oh, we got to do that little puzzle, too. So let's hop, Skype in, and jump back there. Hey, Spooky Ross, you want to hang out a bit? Hey, what's up, man? Oh, okay, he's gone again. He definitely looks like he's been taken over by a Reaper or some silly bollocks like that. Okay, so here's where we are. Storage room there. Can't access, can't access. Hydraulics, ponics, or whatever, same. Upper... So that's where we are. Containment 2, right? Containment 1, containment 2. I'm assuming it's just the same. Stop the WoW. Alright, he wants it stopped. BT7. These are all red lockdown, I guess, forever. Airlocks, mess hall, power room. And then lower... We're not really getting anything out of this. There's some corruption going on. I'm assuming these have been, like, completely overrun. Okay, so here's where we came in earlier, I think, though. Here's the airlock, and there was that room that was just completely full of gunk. And then we walked ourselves all the way to here. So I guess there's not really... I don't think we missed anything down there. Maybe we did. We'll go back in a bit. Let's do this override game. I think that's it. Stop the WoW? Maybe not. Nope. Ah! I'm glad it doesn't make us do the, What the... I almost feel like the station overview is somehow tied to this game. Okay, so you click this, and it jumps back and forth. Okay, so reset sequence. Okay, so whenever you click this, it turns off everything except for what's right next to it. So do that. Damn it, that's not going to work, because now I can't get that one. So I think we have to end here. We have to be coming around and end at like that one. Yeah, so that's not going to work, but let's see just how we can... Yeah. So we can start here and make our way around like that. Or we could have even started there. Anyway, let's reset, let's do that. There we go. That was pretty easy, honestly. Ah! Hey, we unlocked the laboratory, and the lights are coming on there. It's very odd that, like, this was, like, pitch... Oh, I guess those, biohazard doors were closed in front of it. So, we got clean room now. Let's look at the map again. We got... So, biotech laboratory and biologic laboratory. So, let's just check out biotech first. This is the one that's almost surely more overrun, so let's not do that. Let's go to the other one. Oh! Ross, you gonna show up again, buddy? Actually, let's check on our goopy, sleepy friend. Buddy? He's still just sleeping there. And hydroponics now is also pretty nifty. Okay, let's go ahead. We'll check you, hydroponics, then that, and then we'll probably head downstairs or something. Well, that's a bad sign, ain't it? When there's a healing bauble over there. Let's see. What's up? I can't access that. We're about to get a spook, I think. Ooh, they got rats down here. Were they injecting them with WoW's goop? What the frack? These cages look like they're aquatic cages. Maybe it's just the game devs reusing the same thing. Because that's extra creepy. I think they would have just drowned rats and then left them in cages under the water. Anything of interest here? Just more needles! Yeah. Huh, and this one was almost grown in the containment thing. It broke out and been black gooping everywhere. What else do we got? See, I'm expecting drawers here. This room is shockingly empty. Is this going to open up? It's almost like a gene splicing machine. Interesting. I love the lights here. I know they've been all over this place before, but I just like the lights. They remind me of, you know, 1980s sci-fi. Okay, what do we got here?
It's not something you really want to get comfortable with. That's funny. That's really funny, Julia. What's going on? Am I that transparent? What do you want, Raleigh? We're friends, right? Yes. Do you think Alpha is real? What makes you... Why would you ask that? I think Ross is trying to tell me something. About Side Alpha. He wants me to go down to the abyss and find it. Crazy, right? You've been down there. I just thought you could talk some sense into me. Ronnie, I'm not at liberty to... I can't talk about that.
Interesting. So, again with the mentioning of Alpha, and I'm assuming Alpha is another facility. How deep is Omega? So Omega is at the surface. It would make sense that Alpha would be all the way at the bottom. Oh my god. They definitely had a few of these being studied. And they quarantined this place. Oh no, that looks like bad. Red lights. Well, that was definitely once a fish. I'm finding it very odd that there's like no papers or anything to read in these places. Can I pull any plugs? This looks like just cool stuff to tell you like they were working on things. We finally get to get a close look at these fishies. Yikes, that looks crazy unhealthy. Like its scales are... like it's got a robotic inside and its actual fleshy stuff on the outside is just falling off now. Wow. Wow. So I wonder if our friend in the hallway is going through the same thing. Like eventually all of his organic stuff will just be completely lost. Like this just looks like a normal fish. So it's just converting stuff into like robotypes of its own. Very odd. Oh, we got a drawer I completely missed here, and it's empty anyway. Brilliant. Let's check this one. Aha! Okay. Paul Lanksey. Confirmed correlation between the overloaded systems and the corpse of Dr. Ross. I was able to shield off the corpse inside the glass jar for a couple of seconds and witness a massive drop in the readings. I'm assuming what that rather odd sentence means is he was able to put the corpse inside some sort of glass containment and it actually dropped the readings they were getting that were messing with their systems. If we really have to keep Ross inside Omicron, I suggest finding a way to erect a permanent barrier to avoid severe system malfunction. So, 1103. Or, yeah, 103. Well, is definitely repairing Ross's corpse. It's the most insane thing I have ever encountered. Somehow, the WoW, primarily relegated to structured gel inside the walls, is bombarding the corpse with every system it can access. The glass jar is surrounded by an unhealthy amount of electromagnetism and radiation, which seems to be instructing gel already stuck inside Ross's body. Not sure what the WoW expects to happen when it's restored, but at least all the crazy should stop when the body hits 100%. Brilliant. All the crazy should stop when it hits. I think all the crazy should start. I mean, it makes sense that it would stop Because then it no longer would be trying to, you know, inject energy into him and bring him back to life. But, get the sneaking suspicion that's not how things are going to go. So I'm assuming they either have Ross in there, and he's, like, still in there, technically. Which kind of makes sense, because there's so much goop here, it's like it's been growing towards him and trying to get to him. Or they have him in the clean room. Hey, buddy. Okie dokie, what have we got in here? I never checked the trash can in that room. 1 in a trillion chance there would actually be something in there. Wow! So was this vegetation you guys grew, or something you got from the sea floor and it's overgrown itself here? Okay, what else do we got? Not much. It is odd that Catherine thinks of this place as slightly more antiquated. Maybe she was just thinking of that little hub we were in. But I'd expect this place to still be relatively advanced if it was one of the main research facilities. Of course, the one down below, Tau, and then apparently Alpha, if it exists, probably more advanced.
Hey, Andrea?
Yeah?
I was talking to Cameron about protein solubilization. Do you think we could break the aggregate and structure gel without flattening the configuration?
Jesus. That was a mouthful. You've been listening to Cameron, that's for sure. What do you want, Raleigh?
Can you blame me for trying to figure this out? I've been having the dreams too, you know.
Dreams?
I don't know what to believe.
Oh, I know. Everything from the sudden signal amplification in black boxes to having a comatose Dr. Ross locked up in the glass jar. We've all been going a bit nuts.
Tell me about it. Feels like my head's about to explode. Hypothetically speaking, could we stop the WoW from mutating?
It doesn't work like that.
Even if there was a Site Alpha?
Hypothetically speaking, I guess we could try. Raleigh, are you recording this?
Sorry. I just... Sorry.
Yeah, wants proof that Alpha exists. And that's where WoW is housed. Chair, out of my way. Not really anything. Hydroponics is very... Did I read that wrong? It says hydroponics. Let's check that map, because this does not feel like hydroponics. That's hydroponics. There's like nothing there for growing stuff. These lights don't look particularly growy. There's like one office plant. So hydroponics was clearly a farce. And they weren't doing squat here. Groovy. And this is our stairwell. What else? Are we missing anything else? I guess this is now open? Yeah, this now leads us up. Let's go ahead and check the other thing before we head up there. Because I get the feeling that this is going to be just as safe and as empty as everything else. Great. Cycle the chamber, please. Oh, well, there's goop in there. Groovy. More clean rooms. Biosafety cabinets. It's very odd. Oh! God, my current... They were mentioning in that recording that the signal was so strong it was hurting the black boxes in their heads. I'm starting to think, like, no creature came and killed them. I'm starting to think their heads just popped. Which is terrible. You know, like the guy on that little station, he either pried that one out and killing himself, or it popped and only took part of his head. But up here, or back in here, I should say, it looks like everyone's heads just popped. I wonder if it was the WoW trying to stop him, like from figuring out a way to get to Alpha, or, well, probably not, because the WoW I don't think has a mind of its own. I think it is just like an instinctual thing in a way. It's a very weird device. But it might have been Ross, like the WoW brought him back and he could tell what was going on. And he might have been working somewhat with Alpha or whatever. I hear breathing. Did I? Yeah, I hear breathing. You're not still breathing, are you? So they locked themselves in and jammed the door. And then I'm assuming turn the water on to an emergency shower to stop the pain. Or maybe something really did happen in the lab, and that's why they locked themselves in. I don't know. Let's check our computers here. Connectivity. Lisa can destroy the WoW. Okay, yeah, I get it. You really want it dead, even though it brought you back to life. Wow, look at that at the bottom left. There's like a rat with some goop built into it. Yikes. The structural gel has been charged and actually keeps going for a while. Even when removed from a power source. If applied to circuits, it seems to help out with connectivity. These are all different things, and I've been testing the gel. It's odd that they, in theory, invented take the gel. Okay, I get the objective. In theory, they're these humans, the whole group down here under the sea, invented the gel, or at least somebody who works here did. And now they have no idea, they're doing experiments here to backwards engineer it, because apparently it was probably built at Alpha and not anywhere else. It seems like it's not only connectivity, but even functionality. The gel can make, say, simple... Whoa, I didn't read that. The gel can make simple machinery work and act more efficiently. However, the modifications that the WoW has made to the gel are full of extra information that doesn't necessarily make sense. When applied to something more complicated, it causes the gel to act as a cancer upon the host, eventually ruining it. We could use the gel to our advantage, but it needs to be uncalibrated to get rid of the bad code. So it's doing something they don't comprehend. Applied gel to dead mouse. Yeah, okay, I get it. The gel caused the mouse to appear alive. It was put into the same habitat as a living mouse. The reanimated mouse was apathetic, while the living one seemed stressed. After 15 minutes, a reanimated mouse attacked and killed the living mouse. Half an hour later, the reanimated mouse stopped moving. The corpse was solid, as the gel had hardened within it. What the frack? Yikes. Reanimated another mouse with structure gel. This time, it was done with uncalibrated gel as produced by Eames. So let's see, they did know how to make the original gel. The results were impressive. The thing appeared catatonic, but it's more of a sleepwalker. To avoid the thing hardening as before, electromagnets are used to cause a low electrical current within the animal. This also provided us with the ability to somewhat control it. Very interesting. Get the virus as well. Jesus. Okay, so you're wanting me to get the gel, insert the virus into the gel, and then use that on Ross to kill yourself? To kill you, and then in theory use it on the WoW as well? I'm still not sure this is a good idea to actually do this. The structured gel remains unchanged on a fundamental level. It's still the same cross-linked gel with a line graphene in a oh my goodness, matrix that was installed throughout the Pathos 2 a few years ago. The problem is not the gel, but its controller, the WoW. The gel has not taken on any new properties. The WoW simply uses it in ways that we would not have ever dreamed of. Study results. So let's see, how much, it's like a whole year that has passed almost. Assuming that's months in the middle. Yeah, it's a better part of a year. Overwhelming evidence concludes that all deformed creatures, the fish, the sharks, and even the helpers, were manipulated by the WoW via structure gel. Well, obviously. They have in some manner been exposed to charged gel, and in turn stricken by cancerous growths that affect their whole being. It's difficult to ask why when talking about an AI, but it's all started shortly after the comet killed the surface. I can't for sure say if it's bad code or carefully programmed mercy killing, but it looks like it's not going to make things easier for us to survive. At least not in your current form. Hardy, 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 har. Hardy, 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 har. Okay, so this is a gel. Now, is this the super duper code gel that the WoW has altered, or is this standard stuff? And of course, remember, it's the WoW, the signal that reaches it, it's going to change how it works anyway. Structured gel as connector and... Huh. That's interesting. The piece of tape there has a, the texture on it, but slightly different, as if it's magnifying it, I think is what they were going for. Very interesting. Between energy pell, and organic tissue. Okay. What's the thing on the left? This is distance, meters, a number of interactions. Okay, and then time. Wow, that one at the very bottom left spiked. Never seen something with that speed. Oh, I mean, look to the left, it spiked up like crazy. But yeah, it did just go straight off the chart, didn't it? That is insane. Yikes. Yikes, yikes, yikes. Oh, different things were being tested. So, is there someone... It sounds like this person is breathing. I'd have to break the glass to get in there. Okay, let's see. Temperature 20 degrees Celsius. Uncalibrated gel. Okay. Right. As expected. So do we have to break that to get the metal bar to stick it in the top here and pry it open now? I doubt that, actually. Oh, we have to do some manual tinkering. Let's first go ahead and look in here. Huh. So they're working on circuit boards in here. A clean room working on circuit boards. That is some odd chisel whizzle, eh? Did they install that, or did the WoW build that into it? What the frack? I'm assuming the WoW did it. And what, they cut it open and they found that inside? There's a shocking lack of blood or anything in there. Let's go ahead and lock that, just in case. Nothing. Lock it just in case something's hiding at top. And then you. Is there another button here I missed and I've been a fool? Nah, that's a given, eh? Because I can do dispense gel. So I can move this around in 2 directions and choose where to put gel. I can't move any farther that way. Bit. Sell out skewer, please close tray again. I'm thinking that I need to get the gel and put it here, don't I? So let's just go ahead and do this. Or not. Let's go ahead and do this. And do we need to swap these out? Okay, I put you in there. There. And then I can keep that moving. Oh, these are all open to each other. I thought that was a piece of glass in there, but that's some sort of crazy, worthless security there. Oh, hold on. Can I now take this? Please? No? Okay. No? Great. Let's just assume this will work then. Oh, whatever. From the angle, I thought it was red. Oh, and it's being zapped. And it's most definitely growing. Wow, that went pretty quick. Blink. Wow. Okay. Let's also give the mouse a bit, shall we, and see what happens. Because in theory, the mouse will come back alive. It's working. So maybe they did install that circuit in there to see what would happen if they then brought it back to life. Yep. Yep. Oh, that is creepy. I mean...
It came back to life. Something like it.
Oh, maybe that was sort of immoral. To just bring back a cute little mouse. A rat. If it doesn't have an electrical signal, it'll eventually harden anyway. Damn. And we saw that it was going to kill other things, so we'll keep it locked in there. It's interesting, though, that they sort of built a graph there for it. Oh, okay, let's go ahead and get this stuff out now. We'll stick our newly formed super circuit in there. And grab our gel. Yay! Can't wait to drink that down. Mr. Rats? I almost want to, like, keep it with me. Like, grab one of those empty things. Can I grab one? The answer is no, but I'm gonna try it. Oh god, I clicked it twice. I'm gonna try it anyway. Nope. Oh. I wanted to put the rat in one, just like keep it as a pet. Put some air holes in the top. I thought that was a person standing there. Alright, well, I guess we're done in this room. We've gotten our, gel thing. This person's head is still popped. I wonder if the WoW at least, like, downloaded their minds first. We still got creepy breathing sound, but I have no idea where it's coming from. I wonder if it's actually a machine. Like, someone's mind is in a machine. That's a possibility, isn't it? Okay, let's get out of this hallway. I don't see anything else. Sorry, little robo-rat buddy. I don't remember that door closing behind me, but I guess it did. Once again, fantastical skills. I tickled. Open sesame. Definitely did close behind me that time. Hey, Ross! What's up, buddy? Oh, I get that it's important, but, I mean, are you sure this is the right thing to do? Killing the WoW? I mean, is this just so you can escape because you'd just rather be dead? I mean, did you commit suicide down below? I'm gonna go check down below again. I don't think there were any locked doors I missed, but just in case. My memory's so fiddly. It's been, like I said earlier, it's been a few days since I recorded. Oh yeah, we didn't miss squat down here, did we? Well, unless this door... No, we didn't miss anything. And that one's still locked, so we're golden. So lower, yeah, here. We can't get through that door, so no. Which is odd. Because I thought we unlocked everything, but whatever. And now we're going to head back upstairs and go up to the upper. We got an airlock again, a mess hall, a power room, so that's where we got to go. And then I guess we'll be able to access that. Man, these poor fuckers. It looks like they were going to try to escape, I guess. Did I already... Wait, what? Hold on! Hold on, Captain. That body was not here earlier. I could have sworn that body was sitting there. Well, of course we're just going to get static, but I could have sworn the body was laying there. Not... It doesn't look like the body had any gel in it, so that's befuddling in its own. Nice little touch there, game dev-wise. The fact that they were like, yeah, let's make it look like it moved. Hey man, you alright? I'll be back. I'm gonna regret closing that, aren't I? Oh, we haven't seen any bedrooms or anything here, have we? There must be a sleeping area if the crew lived here. Oh, great. I think the lights are about to go out. This is reminding me of Dead Space. Let's assume that, I probably saw, like, a living area on the map and just forgot, right? Oh, we can actually, like, click the medical research facility. So that's what they were, medical research. Advanced mariculture, home of the Ark, of his climbing rig. Oh, ACR. Okay, right. It's odd that that rig was, found with the body. Like, did he try swimming out to it? Did he get puppeteered onto it? Once again, this looks like people were trying to escape when their heads all popped. I mean, maybe they were trying to escape the signal. We're lucky because we're not human anymore. Hey, Ross, what's up, man? Anything to say, man? No? Okay. Oh, do we have to do this override thing on each one of these? Incorrect floor selected. Upper. Override. I guess we have to do this on every floor. And we didn't even have to do the minigame. Awesome. Let's check these bodies before we move on, eh? Was that stuff glowing so bright a second ago? Let's pop this door. It's just gonna be static. Why do I bother clicking these? The idea that maybe one day something odd will happen. I love the fact that they have closed doors like nowhere with the chains on it. It just adds a little bit more to things. Well, I mean, I feel like I must be thorough. None of this actually looks like it's missing anything. Wow. So 2 of them had suits on. Some of these looked like they actually sat down before their heads popped. Some of these, I suspect, were still moving. Like he was at the panel. He might have been walking. Jesus. It really is. No luck there. If we just got another chip and some gel, we could have poured it in there, and then she could have a body too. I mean, there's just a surplus of bodies here. Of course, we need the pressure suits, don't we? Oh boy. Attention, stand clear. Of course, we need a pressure suit, don't we? Alrighty, Daisy Phasey, we're not using that ever again. That's terrible. That almost looks like it's supposed to be a door, not just like a piece of a wall. Okay, let us go into check the map. So to our right, we have another hallway, BT7 locked off. Let's assume the living area was over there, eh? Mess hall, power plants. Can't read that. Blurry, silly nonsense. Here. Cool. Looks like someone's head popped while they were sitting at their desk working. Good, more static. My favorite. Huh, okay.
Johann Ross was found dead on the climber this morning. The ARC team went down a couple of days ago, but I see no reason to suspect them playing a part in his death. The climber can't be operated from the abyss, so there was a scheduled retrieval. The climber returned with only the lifeless body of Alpha member Johann Ross.
Alpha member.
No
So
traces
Alpha
of the
is a
ARC
place.
team. Cameron, Eames, Lansky, all studying the body inside containment. I'll follow up with whatever they find. Delenda S.
So Delinda definitely knows that Alpha is a thing. An Alpha team might not actually be a place. What I find odd is that they're talking about the ARC team that were going down there, but I thought the ARC team went down there after this place was already defunct. Are you telling me this place was still up and running when the ARC team got here? And so that for some reason they were still just not allowed through that one door, and they came around to the other side and then they let them in? I thought, that doesn't make sense. The time schedule's a little bit confusing me now.
The WoW has been getting more aggressive, pushing all systems to their limits. Ironically, the dead Dr. Johann Ross would be the perfect person to ask why the WoW is making such a big buzz about his passing. After all, the WoW isn't supposed to want anything, and definitely not to mourn people.
I
The
wonder
system
what...
overload affects the staff considerably. Headaches, loss of sleep, unwarranted stress. And it seems to be getting worse. I could use some advice if you can get through. Delenda Est.
So, who is she sending these to?
Things are out of hand. The staff looks like they're about to explode. Every other person walks around with nosebleeds, and the rest keep wiping stains of blood from their eyes to keep them from overflowing.
Ugh.
It's to do with the WoW trying to free Ross somehow, for sure. At this point, I wouldn't be surprised if the body just got up and left. Rally Herber, our dispatcher, has been snooping around asking questions she shouldn't. She says she's going down into the abyss to find Alpha. I can't bring myself to stop her.
Whoa. So I guess that's when her head popped. Was that like punishment? And it was in... What the frick? So is that her? Just she popped right here. Like, I have to wonder if that was punishment. Like, I can't bring myself to stop her, so it just popped her head. No, I suspect it popped the whole crew at roughly the same time, or in quick succession. So there's images of places. This looks like the yeah, this is the area where we were plugging stuff in with brains earlier, I think. We know this area. I suspect this might be where we got in from. Nope. This is definitely somewhere somewhere else. That looks like something straight out of Alien. Aliens, to be more exact. Is this the woman who just popped? Okay, and we got one more thing. Documents. Which, there we go. Didn't work. Okay, so they finally decided to evacuate Tau, huh? On September 13th, Vic ordered the staff of Tau to evacuate and move up to the plateau. Together with engineer Ellen Eldek, I descended into the abyss to assist the evacuation. Okay, so they're going to help evacuate Tau down below them. Following protocol, we waited at the climber platform for 140 minutes and made several attempts to contact Tau. I decided to move towards the site, thinking I might intercept them. That's when I noticed the guiding lights flickering, and soon the whole path shut down. Omega Sector swallowed by darkness. I pushed on with my floodlight until I heard screaming over the short-range radio. It carried on, breaking in and out of range. As I hurried closer to investigate, I came upon the lacerated body of field worker Espinosa. Something big had almost cut her in two. I considered the importance of saving Tau, and more specifically Ross, as I heard Espinosa's colleagues getting massacred over the radio. Seeing no way to possibly improve the situation, I hurried back to the climber and left the people at Tau to their fate. Jesus. So what the fuck was killing them, though? Something that was already down there, something that had been made. She mentions wanting to save Ross, because I guess he was the head of controlling WoW. Oh, man. They should not have kept WoW in that cage, by the way, because, you know, if the signal got stronger and stronger to try to contact him and bring him back to life and get him out of there, that's why people's heads popped. I guess they probably didn't think it could actually pop those damn things, but if they're getting nosebleeds, they should have tried to either leave this place or find a buffer room where they could seal themselves away from the signal. Something. With some luck, Ross made it back to Tau and is able to continue his work at Alpha. So it's again, it's saying at Alpha. So maybe Alpha's inside Tau or shortly away from it. To avoid further disturbances, I have decided to report the evacuation as a complete failure, hoping it will stop Theta from attempting another one. Claudia Eames, the manager at Omicron, has already ordered the climber to stay at the plateau for now. My report on the savage wildlife scared everyone enough to even stop Weldeck and Darby from maintaining the Lumer probes. It's a good thing Golasaki is off-site, because I have a feeling he would not have approved. The restrictions came out slightly more severe than I had anticipated, but I'll take it, as long as Ross is left alone to work with the WoW. Wow, so everyone died except for Ross, and then Ross floated back up here, and apparently somehow, you know, got killed, and the machine brought him up here at that point. So maybe it needed people to work and study what it was doing, and they were just the first test subjects? Alright, Editor Sage, here I've gone ahead and paused the video just to clear up a thing or two that Past Sage didn't figure out right away. Don't worry, Past Sage figures it out for the end of the game. But Ross made it up to the recovery thing while he was still alive, and then went back to Towie Research Alpha Land to do his Research Alpha fun times. And then eventually got himself killed and came up here. I'm pretty sure. Maybe Editor Sage is getting it wrong too, but I'm pretty sure that's what the gist of it was. Okay, now back to Past Sage reading through more stuff and speculating. Julia Dahl, Carthage. Dahl, Johann Ross, Mark Serang. Oh my god, so the Carthage is Julia Dahl. So is that who this is? Is this blah, 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 order the staff to blah, 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 blah. I don't know who this is talking. This might be Julia Dahl. But we know Ross now, he's the guy in the thing. Mark Serang was the I think he was the guy that committed suicide, right? With the pill. Because he had worked on this and something down here, and he knew that, hey, this is where the future's at now, is in the ARC project. Mixed with everything that's going on. Man, if there was something on the ceiling, that would have been terrifying. Haven't seen one of these in a while since the very beginning. Oy vey. Oh, cool. I was just thinking it would be a bit of a shame if you couldn't ever see anything out here. You get a bit of metal there on the ground. I like that. I've made a mess! It's so annoying making a mess like that. Sorry, it's driving me mad. It sounded like it just fell over behind me. It did. Oh god, we have the same issue we had in Alien Isolation where my character has a massive ass, I think. It's a massive ass. It's not just a massive ass, but it's a massive ass. That laptop's remained powered for a long time. I have to wonder if it's like the, since there's so much electricity in the air, if it's somehow... Let's turn off our flashlight. If it's, kissy gloss. Okay.